What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
Fucking Imperials.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sorry.
Sid?
Imperials.
What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind.
I let everyone got the
Also
idea
thought
that
you might
I'm
need
Sid
some
now.
help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Where's the ladder? But why would they do this?
Soldiers from the garrison just stormed in unannounced and started smashing up the place.
I went the wrong way.
Fucking Imperials.
Thanks for heeding the call.
How do?
Increases stone skin tonic duration. Never used that. Oof.
That all, is it?
That all it is.
Oi, look sharp!
Good to see you, Sid.
What?
The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
If those Orsons touch an arrow on Martha's head.
We're gonna take the. Oh, I was gonna say we should take the long way, but it's blocked off actually. Actually, we're in a distant area right now. We should just. There's an enemy right here, game. Come on. Oh, Martha.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Who are the Black Shields? Or whatever she said.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke?
Oh, Shields.
One order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I was a shield. Grab this item over here and then we'll head over to the Abbey.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
That door was open before, now it's not. They're all gonna be dead. It's gonna look like a blood massacre.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
True. We're about to smack him. Take my sweet time. Okay. Okay, chill. Drop that ice thing on him.
Is that all of them?
think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
I checked this door originally. Oh.
Found.
The abbot.
Oh.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid! In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
Tough.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
The fork to the drawbridge is back the way we came. It's where the abbot would have gone himself, had he not.
The Imperials of old would never have stooped so low as to defile a house of Greeka, nor slaughter a man of faith in cold blood. May their goddess have mercy on their souls.
So sad. It's a long run. When will we take Rosaria back? Just get rid of every kingdom that exists. What is that thing? Can't seem to lock on. Ugh, it's creepy. Rank C? Bounty. This is why I couldn't lock on. Every now and then, Clyde may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear and upgrade existing items.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
What is that? What did he put on me? Oh wow. What is this doom thing he put on me?
Too slow.
Playing is very passive. If I had Heat Wave, this would be a different oh my gosh. Ah! No, pull. Uh-oh. Oof. That was rough. I mean, it's supposed to be a tough enemy anyways.
You didn't see that coming.
Look at this thing.
What a fine hound. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Well, the music's back to normal.
We've been speaking with the Blood Axes about how best to protect the village. We won't let this happen again.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Same.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
Probably
Can
not.
stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers. Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain. What in the world is going on?
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
Arthur's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through. We're not to move.
This is the Chocobo side quest.
You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? And not just any chocobos at that. My Tord and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
True.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to get a precision sick with Torgal. I just forget my Torgal buttons. The big boy's still there.
Chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Only those two. That was mid-animation, sir. Mistimed. Oh, parry. Nice Torgal. I can't switch in time.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
It's the same one, isn't it? From...
It couldn't be.
Yep.
Ambrosia.
Aww.
It is you. You survived.
That's adorable.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
This is my chocobo from... how long ago? Been 18 years now? No, I'm mathing wrong.
Well,
Am I?
be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our
I forgot how
fellow
long
friend
ago
must
the
have
prologue
learned
is.
a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
How about your flock?
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
We're probably like in our 30s or something, right? Oh, an eye patch for her. It's kind of goated.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be
Her name's
sad
not
to see
Whiteheart.
her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
I love that it understands what we're saying.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh?
When I was
That'll be the
branded.
excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
Back when everyone hated me because I was a branded.
Away. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Does it only work in this area? Or can I ride her anywhere? Yeah. Prosia. Chocobo unlocked. It has been 18.
Ready, go?
Oh! Oh, where's the music?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly. Oh. Got an attack. Yo, let's go. Let's attack this guy.
Let's go.
Let's head back.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
We just saw a bunch of people
If it's
die.
kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Ooh. Which one we going for first, Clive?
4 mother crystals.
Well,
remain
everyone's
stored
mad at
in
each
ash.
other.
Drake's breath near Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
We do?
My uncle.
How convenient.
Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
We're going overseas.
Settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Man, he changed a lot. That's the side quest guy. And that's Moogle Kupo. Otto's counter is now open. The Flung Hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports, Patrons Whisper, the Hunt Board. All 3 are now located in the mess.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I got something in my chambers.
Those men didn't hurt Martha, did they?
They did.
I think it's alright to touch him.
I don't know. You go first.
It is. Torgal's a good boy. A bird by any other name. Chill. Forgive my instance on writing you these silly letters. What that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say, Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you at the night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find she spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Ambrosia's attack. We gotta update the old man on the news.
Everyone used to live in the sky. They ain't flying.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
I understand what's happening. We are closer to the side quest. Or go to here.
Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go!
Whoa! The oven?
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I am...
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just... Well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. I took it on, you see, after she died. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty.
Impressive.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers. You couldn't take them some, could you? See?
Who are the curse breakers? We keep talking about them.
Better
They're on
than
our
coming from
side.
you.
They're people with us
It'd be nice
who
being the bearer
go
of
out to
good
fight.
news for a change.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot. Here you go, Mart.
Deliver fruit. That is our
Hear
job.
that, Martel? Today's...
Fruits of her labors.
It's not the ether.
Is there a fast travel here? Just curious if I can just like... Why are we going there? I thought we were traveling all the way over here. Speed run.
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
Aren't all uncles?
That broom's as ragged as goats.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel.
Oh, weren't she the girl from the furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might.
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have
They
been
are.
proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard.
Wow, that's a lot of apples.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they?
This is kind of sad.
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Can't remember the last time I had fresh fruit. Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Safe.
What's
Fancy
up,
a look at the
man?
list, do you?
How's your life?
Oh, same old. So,
Past 5 years. Kenneth Martell.
Sid.
Sid.
He's still with us too.
Here you go.
No side quest anywhere.
Seen enough?
Hello, what is this?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper?
This is
Does
new.
that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure. Let me ask about who you are, though.
Business is busy. Still,
Past 5
words
years.
are immortal.
Who's Jara? However, this Jara was, they died.
Is everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit the Siri at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. That's what this symbol is. Okay. We got 55 right now. And is this like rewards for completing side quest? This donation will be available upon achieving renown rating 85, renown rating of 100.
Here you are. You earned this. All done?
Thanks. Kind of an odd one, but nectar. Clive, there you are, Koopa. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Koopa.
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Koopa. I knew that already. That's why I need your help, as I need not remind you, Koopa, I am the mightiest of all Moogles, no fiend or force goal. Okay. So I need you to slay them all, Koopa.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are
I want a
going through a
Moogle
lot already.
plushie.
What with the Blight and the war.
Of nectar.
The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Well, thank you, Koopa. I'll stay here then, keep an eye on the bulletin. I'm your Moogle. Ask about hunts. See that the curse breakers give every bit of rank of riskiness. You could kill you in a single swipe, but I'm sure you'll be fine, Koopa. Ask about Nectar's adventures. Ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Koopa?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Koopa. Because I've never been. Look at these wings, they think so sort of carrying across the countless and the open sea. Call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. Precisely what you see before you push blah blah blah. What sound effect was that? I asked about hunts. Why isn't it marked off? View the hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that a fearless heroes such as Clive will take upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. Angel of Death. Location, Clairviews, and Broken Hill Rosaria. You have to find them though. Clairview, Sandbrook. Where's that? Oh, we can't exactly go anywhere else.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Anything new?
How may I help you today?
Not really. Okay.
Once more? Very well.
Them old apples were enough to know.
That room's as
Wrong button, wrong button. Would have been faster if I went this way? No.
locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
I think it's alright to touch him.
Down here's the old hideout. People love the fruit.
Cursebreakers sent their thanks. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. She put everything into her work. When she died, I named a sapling after her.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her.
I didn't do anything, really.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful?
Martel's apples. Just gonna have an apple that's gonna rot in my chambers. I would like to do this hunt board, but we can't. Gotta go to Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let me save. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed
Seemed
his
drunk.
eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
Sounding like
does.
Sid.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
It would be cool if they did Jill
We'll face
DLC
it together then.
where we learned what she did.
To the end.
Or not, I guess we learned what she did, but like control her.
Come on.
Is she gonna die? She's probably gonna die here, huh? They're building it up like that.
How far do you think your mother's reaching?
I'm gonna learn Shiva's highest powers, Emma.
Extends. Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Ruining the mood with that music. There's an enemy that locked onto us. Where'd they go?
Thanks, girl. Come on. Run like the wind.
Aw.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
I'm confused why we're here.
It would be
Is it just
a
on the
pity
way
make
to where we're
examples
going?
of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Why do they keep offering that blade? Limit increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage.
Fare you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
We
You'd
killed
have to be
some
dull as a sack
people.
of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
That's us.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
No one here likes us.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Two more left to join the garrison this very morning.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the...
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
It's for sure us.
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Ooh.
Then we shall be on our way.
They didn't like us.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond.
Or
but other
it's
than
Joshua they're looking for.
Who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Let's go.
Faster!
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
It's the only one awake right now.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's flesh?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Me and the Choco Bros. Except we're going through waves of enemies right now. It won't let me attack them. We'll take a little detour real quick. Black shields.
More of my mother's men.
Small detour. Check out what's over here, you know? This thing isn't an enemy? Whoa. Bullhorn's robe.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. There's two ways again. Which way do we go? We will go this way.
Straight home now.
Would have been nothing from it that way.
Ready, go?
Why can't you just fight with us, Ambrosia?
Don't let them surround you.
It's over. Get him. Time to fight.
Blood, Clive.
No shit, Jill.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
My attacks are on cooldown.
You're finished.
Man, shields have really gone downhill. They're trash compared to Clive's day. Actually, we all died there. Actually, got ambushed. Shields suck.
Tell me what I want in the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
Why would he tell us? He's gonna die anyways.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Oldhill. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
That was a bit awkward. See, like, why would he tell us that? You know, like, he's dying no matter what. Jill, your late reaction was hilarious, though. Those are Old Hill's gates. Did I upgrade? Probably upgrade. I don't know if I want this. Seems kind of garbage. Not big a fan of most of these attacks, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just thinking it would be nice to upgrade, right? We do like this attack now. Yeah, we're... Oh, saving up for this. Forgot.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Wow. Upside down.
This was my mother's doing.
She is a mad woman.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Probably a chest here or something. Brutal.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
This one. You're a fine hound. Over here!
Who's that? Where are we? Hewitt Bridge.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day.
They're all murdered.
Next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Wow.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Be gone.
How am I to sell my wares?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Double grab. Ow. I'm learning when to use Torgal. It's really nice.
Someone's brave.
What city is this?
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
This area is a lot bigger than what I originally thought.
Over here! And another! Attack! Go for it! Over here! Stay down!
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties.
Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Said no shortcuts.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Nope. But we have no other choice.
As long as it is abandoned.
I'm sure there are monsters.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
What if I go this way? Towards the right.
I can walk from here.
Open the damn gates! Not a step closer!
We're so cold.
Where are our crystals?
So relying on crystals as if they're drugs. But they do magic with them. Shouldn't you already be in possession of a crystal though? Or did they take them from you? It's crazy. I went to this door first. Life should just listen to me.
Be safe.
we go. Lazarus District.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Well said.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
He tried being nice. He really did. We warned you guys. You know, we just were minding our own business. You didn't have to get completely destroyed like that.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
What's his name? Wade. No, it's Wade. It's Wade.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Wade. The goat.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
All these people that just got smoked. They're like, oh man, that was the prince we just fought.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Normally you wouldn't be spared. Yeah.
Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same...
What is it you require?
Same weapon everywhere, man. I'm surprised there's not a better sash. It must be like you have to upgrade it or something, right? It's been a while.
I will be here should you need aught else.
How much saves can you make?
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Showtime, boys.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Party members. Ooh, okay. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind in the hideaway. Okay.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
In the flesh.
We'll show them as much mercy as they did ours.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Showtime, boys.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards
If I get on a chocobo, will Wade have a chocobo?
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Should I upgrade? Does massive damage if I do upgrade it. What do I save for this? Ah, it looks insane. I'm good with what we have. Showtime, boys. They got cool armor.
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh wow, I did not see this guy. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
More dragons. Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
What's with them standing epically on top of roofs?
A misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Uh-oh. Okay, he fights like the previous one.
So wait! Flounder, there's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
I forgot. I'm so stupid.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place.
True.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I didn't say that. He made that up himself. I also thought a lot more was going to go down than what happened.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
It's always a mark.
Know
some badge, some display.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.